What's up, everybody? So I'm answering today's question, which is, can you make enough money on YouTube to actually not have a job and things like that? You might look at the channel that you're watching on now, and right now as I'm recording this, it's 11 subscribers, and might think, what the hell does this guy know about YouTube and making money on it? Well, I do know something about it because this is my third channel that I've started. I have two other ones, and two of those channels are, one of them has 46,500 subscribers, and the other one has 24,000 subscribers at the moment. Now, I am making money off of them, and I know if it's viable to run a YouTube channel and can you make enough money out of it to survive without having an actual job. And I'm telling you 100% you can. There's no question. No question. So I started this channel because the other two channels are sports comments, sports podcasts, sports commentary and things like that. This one, I wanted to kind of start and share my life experience, life advice, all that kind of stuff. So what I'm trying to share here is some information I can give you about YouTube and what works, what doesn't work, just generally, not detailed information, because I'm not going to get into it that deep while driving, but I'm going to share some important info with you that a lot of people, starting out might simply just not know. So again, the question is, can you make enough money to not have a job, a normal physical job, 9 to 5 from YouTube? 100% you can. Should you start a channel? 100% you should. When should you start a channel? Right now. Right now is the answer. A lot of people think, I got to think about it. I got to come up with a good idea. I got to do this. I got to do that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Start a channel, name it whatever you want, and start talking about it. Start talking on it every single day. You need to post videos every single day. And you need to post videos every single day on topics that you're interested in. If you want to share your life, share it. If you work in a certain field that is very interesting for you and you want to share things about that on your channel, share it. If you want to share or comment on sports on that channel, go ahead, do it. Share your comments, share your opinions, say what you want to say. If you want to talk politics, it's a little harder to monetize politics, but you can do that as well. Just do some research on what works, what doesn't work. If you want to talk about any other thing, make sure the biggest, most important thing is that you talk about something that you like talking about and that is interesting to you and that is a big part of your life. I think that is the best advice that I could give you on that. When you start your channel, you're going to post your first video on Monday. You're most likely going to have 0 views. When you post your second video on Tuesday, 0 views. Wednesday, 0 views. Thursday, most likely 0 views, maybe 1 or something. I don't know. But it's going to be very slow at the beginning. For the first couple of weeks or months, even depending on what you're talking about and how your channel is prepared and how it's described, the titles that you use, the thumbnails, all that stuff, it has a very big impact on if you can draw people towards your channel. Now, your first, second, third video is not even going to be shown to people much because YouTube generally tries to figure out through its algorithm who they should show your videos to, because YouTube doesn't even know what you're talking about until it gets a couple of videos, and then it gets, sorry, I got a phone call and I'm recording on my phone. So it gets a couple of videos, and then from those videos, the AI that YouTube uses right now, it tries to pick up on what you're talking about, what you're mentioning, what your general subject of the videos is, and things like that. So it figures that out after multiple videos that you post, and then it starts to figure out what is the proper audience to show your videos to. So it does take a little bit for YouTube to figure out who those videos should be shown to. And once it starts showing your videos to an audience that is interested in what you're talking about, your channel starts to grow faster and faster and faster. So that starts to happen the more videos you post, because YouTube gets to know you better and it gets to know who it should push those videos out to. So it might push your videos out to, 10 people after a couple of weeks that it thinks that should see it, then 100 people, then 1,000 people, then 10,000 people. And as you can imagine, the more people it gets pushed out to, the more people view it, the more people subscribe, the more people like the video and comment and all that other stuff. Now, the content that you're gonna, have on that channel and what you're gonna talk about. So once you start talking about something in your videos, and that subject continues from 1 to 2 to 3 to 10 to 20 videos, you're gonna start getting comments. And sometimes after that many videos, you come up at a situation where you don't know what to talk about. Like, shoot, what should I make a video on? But then those comments help you, because in those comments, yes, you're gonna get some criticism on what you're saying. That's unavoidable. Just, grow a thicker skin and don't give a crap. It's people you don't even really know. Some people will resonate with you, some people won't. It's just normal part of life. That's it. Not everybody's gonna accept you, not everybody's gonna like you, not everybody's gonna be interested in what you say. The thing is, once you get those comments, out of those comments, in some of them, you're gonna get a question, you're gonna get a remark you don't agree with, but it's gonna be concerning what you're talking about, not necessarily something that is, attacking you. So then you can start to come up with ideas of like, oh, okay, this guy said this on my previous video. I don't agree with it. Let me reply. And you have an idea of what to make a video about. You have a question. If somebody asks you a question in a comment, that's another idea of what you should make a video about, because the question is most likely going to be regarding what you're talking about. So that's another subject or another video idea that you can use to make a video. So you start growing like that. The biggest thing with YouTube, and I'm kind of testing it on this channel now because it's my third one. The other one are sports related. This is the first one I ever created and really wanted to go into really hard. Just talking about myself, not sports, not something that's constantly in the news and things like that. So it's a big change. So what I'm trying to say is the biggest thing on YouTube is consistency. You have to keep posting videos every single day. If you look at my channel right now, this is my third video overall on my channel. My third one. On the long form videos, I have 0 views. 0 views on those, 0 likes, 0 everything. On two shorts that I posted, I have maybe 130, 140 views total, not 1 like, 0 likes, and pretty much 0 comments. So it's, you look at that and you start and you don't have that experience. You look at that and you're like, oh my goodness, people don't like the things that I say. People don't like me. Maybe I'm ugly, maybe I'm this, maybe I'm that. Screw it, I'm not even doing it anymore. That's the wrong way to go about it. Listen, whoever you are, whatever you talk about, whatever your interests are, anything like that, you will always find an audience for yourself. 100%. You will always find an audience for yourself. It might be a smaller audience, it might be a bigger audience, you just don't know. But talk about something. And in other videos, I'll try to explain I'll try to explain a little bit on what tools you may use to help you start with that YouTube channel and help you promote it and help you set up your videos the correct way and what words to use and all that stuff. Because there are tools that you could use, even free ones, that help with that. But if you want to do that, you will have to subscribe to my channel and you will have to like the video and you will have to come back, because it'll be a whole series of how of how YouTube works, in my opinion, what has worked for me from my own experience, and how I think I could help you grow your own channel. So try to do that. First steps right now, start your channel, name it, start posting every single day. Just get it comfortable in front of a camera, recording yourself, talking about whatever you want to talk about. And yes, in the first videos, you're going to be talking, and then your mind's going to be empty, and then you won't know what to say. And you're going to be like, hold on a second. Doesn't matter. Just keep posting, keep doing it. Your first videos are probably going to be crappy, but because you're going to be honest and you're going to be genuine, people will subscribe to you. Sooner or later, they will subscribe to you. And if you're afraid of what your family or friends will say, just don't tell them about it. YouTube is not that easy to find, and it's pretty good on keeping you anonymous, unless you want your friends and family to know about it. It's not as easy to find you on YouTube for your friends and family and connections as it is on TikTok, for example. You start a TikTok account, they find you within a day. On YouTube, it's not that easy. So that's just some of my beginner's advice on starting a YouTube channel, what works in my opinion, and I'm going to be sharing a lot more of it on this channel, and hoping this channel grows and helps out people in growing YouTube, maybe in life, maybe in getting fit, maybe in making some money, any kind of thing that I will be talking about, or maybe dealing with some problems, as I'm going to be dealing with some issues that, talking about some issues that I'm dealing with. I lost my father recently, so that's a tough thing I'm still dealing with and kind of trying to go through and work through. So I'm going to be sharing all that stuff. So subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with anybody you think that might enjoy watching it or might need it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.